everyone. Thank you for joining me for our 4th week of Mindfulness with Miss Courtney. I'm so happy to have you with me today. And if you guys can see, we have a little friend who's joining us today. So for the past 2 weeks, he's been napping when we've been doing our mindfulness. But it looks like today he wants to say hi. Hi, everybody. This is Satchel. Hi. Maybe he'll help us stretch. So I hope you guys have been enjoying your breathing exercises. I wonder if you've been doing them when we haven't been doing the program, like when you're maybe feeling a little anxious or a little sad. Even when you're feeling happy, they can make you feel good. It's just a really good opportunity to take a moment and slow down and focus our minds and our hearts. Okay, so like we usually do it when we get started, let's go ahead and do some stretches. So we have a couple of new ones today. Let me back up so you can see me. And they're gonna kind of have something to do with the breathing exercises that we're gonna do today. So the first one we're gonna do is the bear stretch. So let's go ahead and put our feet about a little bit wider than shoulder length apart. Let's reach our arms up and then pretend we're a bear in the forest. And this is a great stretch on that back and even on the hamstrings. Let's do that again. We're gonna reach up and then we're the bear in the forest. All right, let's do it one more time. Reach up. Bear in the forest. Very good. Can you feel that in your back and in your legs? Excellent. Yep, here's Satchel. I knew that he'd want to help us stretch today. Speaking of kitties and Satchel, let's do one that kind of looks like a kitty cat. So we're going to be on our knees and we're going to place our hands between our knees and we're just going to bend forward a little bit, and it's going to really stretch out the tops of our feet and also our back and shoulders. And if you'd like, you can even do a little meow. So let's go ahead and do that. Meow. And I can even feel that stretch my back a little bit more. All right, excellent. Okay, so let's also do a flower stretch. So we're gonna start, oh, I just stepped on Satchel. Oh no. Hi, baby. Hi, thank you for helping us stretch. Okay, so we're gonna put our feet a little bit closer together this time. We wanna be about hip width apart. And we're gonna reach up and we're gonna pretend that our arms are like the petals of a beautiful flower and our legs are like the stem. So let's go ahead and reach up. This is such a good stretch in the back, the arms, really the whole body. Okay, let's do it one more time. Pretend that you are a beautiful flower. What color do you see your petals? I think I'll be a white flower today. All right, excellent. Okay, and like we normally do, let's go ahead and do our open heart stretch. We're stretched a little bit now, our backs feel good. Let's go ahead and sit cross-legged. Let's put our hands at our heart and we're gonna reach up, opening up that loving heart, stretching those arms. Looking skyward, looking upward with hope, opening up our heart. It's a great place to start our breathing. Okay, thank you for opening your hearts with me today. Are you ready to hear our story and do our breathing exercises? We have one of my favorite books today. This one is called Breathe Like a Bear, and it's by Kira Willie, illustrated by Annie Betts, and the publisher is Random House. They publish a lot of wonderful children's books, and we'd just like to thank the publisher for allowing us to use it for this story time today. So let's go ahead and find out how to breathe like a bear and maybe some other cool breathing exercises. Okay. So the first one is a fun one. We are going to do a candle breath. See how he's blowing out that pretty candle? Okay, so let's imagine that we're holding a candle. Take a long breath in. Slowly blow out the air towards your candle. You want to make your candle flame wiggle, but don't blow it out. Let's go ahead and do that a couple more times. So we've got our pretty candle. Let's go ahead and breathe in. And then imagine that you're blowing at that flame. Let's do it one more time. Can you imagine the flame kind of wiggling back and forth? I can see that. That's a good way to think of our breath, to think of blowing out a candle. Let's see what our next breath will be. Flower breath. So remember how we just did our flower stretch? We're going to imagine that we're flowers just a little bit longer. Imagine a flower in front of you. What kind of flower do you see? I see a beautiful peony. It's the most beautiful flower you've ever seen. Can you see it in your mind? Imagine how it smells. So take a deep breath in and imagine that you're smelling that beautiful flower. For me, I'm going to imagine I'm breathing in a beautiful peony. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's even close our eyes this time. And we breathe in and we smell that beautiful flower. Take a long sniff in through your nose and let all the air out through your mouth. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's breathe in and smell that flower. And then breathe out through our mouth. Very good. That is so calming. Let's do it one more time. Let's take another long, deep breath in, smell that flower. And then take a deep breath out. Oh, wow. That makes me feel really good. Okay, let's see what our next breath will be. Oh, this is so cool. We're going to do bear breath. So we're going to pretend that we're a bear, hibernating for the winter. See, we've got Mama Bear and Papa Bear and Baby Bear. When bears hibernate, they breathe slowly. Did you know that? I bet you breathe pretty slowly when you're sleeping too. They breathe in and out through their noses. Take a long breath in through your nose and let it all the way out. So this time, let's do it a little bit differently. Instead of blowing out through our mouth, let's blow out through our nose. So we're going to breathe in through our nose very slowly. Breathe in and then breathe out through your nose. And that's just a little bit different for your lungs, and it's just a little bit different focus. So let's try that again. Let's do it one more time. Let's breathe in through the nose and then out through the nose. Let's go ahead and do that. And I can even hear my breath on the top of my mouth, and that's kind of interesting. Feel how cozy and safe you are in your bear cave. Take one more really long, slow breath in through your nose and let it all the way out. So let's do that one more time, and let's pretend that we're in our cozy bear den and we're hibernating. So we're gonna breathe in and breathe out. That makes me feel so safe and cozy, just like those bears in their den. All right, let's see what our next breath will be. There are many breaths in here to choose from, so we probably won't be able to finish this whole book today. Maybe we can revisit it at a later program. Oh, this is cool. Let's go ahead and do snake breath. All right. Make your mouth into the shape of a little O, so kind of like this. Take a long breath in like you're breathing through a straw. So let's go ahead and do that. And that's a little bit different. That feels a little bit different than our other breaths. As you let it out, hiss like a snake. That's fun. All right, let's go ahead and do that. Oh, I like that breath. That might be one of my new favorites. Take another long breath in, like you're breathing through a straw. As you let it out, hiss like a snake. Make the S sound last as long as you can. So let's try that one more time. Let's make our O's and breathe in. And then hiss like a snake as we breathe out. Wow, that is so cool. I really like that. Let's try it one more time. Take a long breath in and hiss on the way out. Sit up tall. Take another long breath in and just let it all the way out. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's sit up tall. Let's make our O's. Let's take a deep breath in. Do you guys feel like snakes? I kind of feel like a snake, and it's kind of cool. All right, that was so awesome. So those, oh my goodness, we have another friend who's joining us. This is Nadine. She's my other kitty. She's a girl and she's so pretty, isn't she? She and Satchel are best friends. I'm so happy that she came to visit with us today. That's wonderful. I'm so glad you got to meet her. How exciting. Oh, she's enjoying being petted right now. It's too bad we're busy with the program. All right, so let's go ahead and finish off with our open heart stretch. We are feeling calm because of our wonderful deep breaths, and we want to put out our love into the world. So we want to open up those loving hearts just a little bit more. All right, so let's go ahead and reach up, open up that loving heart. Send out the peace that you're feeling into the world. Nadine is here to help us do that. She has a very loving heart as well. All right, let's go ahead and do that one more time. Excellent. We're still stretching those arms and back as we open up our hearts. And let's do it one more time. Oh, very good. Okay. Thank you so much for breathing with me today, for helping me feel a little bit calmer, and for opening up your loving hearts. I'm so excited for our next program next week, and it's July 4th this weekend, so I hope you have a very safe and happy weekend. I can't wait to see you next week. Thank you so much for joining me today. Me and the kitties say goodbye. Bye-bye.